Hey, what's happening everybody? Rod J back again to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Looking forward to testing this one out here and enjoying it. This is from MadTree Brewing here locally in Cincinnati. This is Entropic Theory. This is actually a special release they had just completed, teaming up with iSpace, which is actually a nonprofit that works in the area of STEM, helping children kind of build that science foundation around the area. Another great thing that craft beer does, especially your local ones, working inside the community, so they're helping to raise funds for that, and it makes a nice little opportunity for them to try a new beer and see what it has to offer. Now this is a India Pale Ale, comes in at 7.5% ABV. If you're not familiar with Entropic Theory, it does deal in a part of physics, but just think of it like this: if you're looking at an artistic painting, and when you're looking at it up close, you're seeing certain pieces that may look like they were just kind of put together, but when you step back a certain distance, you kind of see the pattern that's actually formed. That's really what Entropic Theory actually deals with. It's kind of making sense out of things that kind of look disorderly. So it's a whole part of physics that I don't really want to get back into and I haven't looked at in years. But if you ever want to look it up, you can kind of go deeper online and check that out. But as I mentioned, the India Pale Ale comes in at 7.5% ABV. Not too much else on the can, although I do like that can design, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get it open and get it into a glass. I was trying to see what the IBUs may be on this one here as I was checking out their website. IBU is actually 70, so we have that there too. So MadTree, of course, one of our, I would say, bigger two local breweries. MadTree and Rhinegeist kind of lead the way for a lot of the stuff we see in Cincinnati. They get a lot of the exposure. MadTree just went under a large expansion last year to expand their complex, which is really huge now, but a nice little opportunity there. Kind of a golden straw color, does have that little haze on there for the chill, but I can see some of the bubbles, especially when I get the light behind it, racing up to the head, which came out to pretty much be a two-finger head. This is pretty much dead on white in color, so it kind of looks good in that regard. Oh wow, great tropical citrus notes come right out of the beer. Getting a nice fruitiness. I'm getting like pineapple, I'm getting like mango, citrus type notes. Got the orange in there, the tangerine. You get the hops coming out, you get a little bit of that dankness in the background. I mean, it's everything you'd expect to get basically on an American IPA. All the fruitiness that comes along with it, and that's one of the great things I like about this style, is just you could almost sit there and sniff it for a long period before you even start drinking it and really enjoy it that way too. So it's always good to smell the beer before you get in there and enjoy it. It kind of sets you up for the other things to follow as far as your senses are concerned. Speaking of which, let's get a taste. Wow, that went down so fast I didn't even get a chance to really check it out. Let's get another taste. Great opening flavor. Got a nice flavor burst in there. You're definitely getting that tropical sensation. You're definitely getting still that mango type feel and the taste. What I like about this so far, I'm not getting killed with an overabundance of some of the citrus that I've gotten on some of the other IPAs. Occasionally I get a little bit extra tangerine. This one seems to have a nice balance there. I'm getting a nice amount of flavor kicking around the mouth right now. Can really fill it up in the cheek action only after like two sips of the beer thus far. Good mouthfeel taking place. On the back end, not really as much scraping going down. Kind of went down kind of smoothly, has a nice dry finish to it. Carbonation sits pretty much okay. Not too heavy of a beer either. A nice medium body to me as far as the feel of this one. But it does have a nice pop in the mouth. I am getting a little bit of that astringency on the back end. Almost, like I said, a little bit of that mango in there on the taste, and it's kind of lingering a little bit there where you're getting a little bit of that tropical sensation still working through the mouth, which is very nice. That initial bite to the tip of the tongue, you're definitely getting that hit pretty hard. Nice big sting in that regard. But halfway down the glass right now, I can feel all the action taking place in the cheeks. Mouth is really kind of tingling very nicely. You get a nice amount of effect from this beer. It's got a really good balance, like I said, between the malts and the hops. Definitely one with a nice, I would say, average to long duration. You can definitely sit here and enjoy it, and you're going to keep those flavors going for a little bit of time. Very nice package put together overall. I mean, it's kind of what you would look for in an IPA. Just sit there, enjoy it, get that nice refreshing sensation with it. You can easily throw these down in the warmer type days. Not going to be too heavy along those lines, in my opinion. And one you can sit back and kick back and enjoy. Now, it does have, like I said, 70 IBU. Does have that bitterness. If you're not a hophead, you're probably not going to do more than 1 or 2 of these if you even try those. You are going to pick up a little bit of that bitterness on there, and it is later on in the duration that I'm now starting to feel a little bit of that more sitting in the chest there. But all in all, pretty decent IPA for what they came up with here. And they relate the entropic theory also back to how fermentation takes place in a wort, where things are just happening there. You're not really knowing what's going on. If you're actually watching it, you're seeing all the cloudiness, everything build up, but there's an organized pattern taking place. So pretty neat little idea, the entropic theory from MadTree. And like I said, great to see them giving back to doing something with the community there. If you happen to see it, pick it up. I don't know how long it's going to be out for, but they just came out with this over the last few weeks ago. But definitely worth giving it a shot. You look at this one versus their other IPAs, Psychopathy, and some of the other ones they put out there, and I would say this one's right up there too. It can give a nice little run to what Psychopathy actually has to offer. So very decent. But thanks again for checking out another video. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Appreciate you for swinging by to watch another one. I look forward to catching you next one down the line. If you're ever in Cincinnati, MadTree is definitely a place you probably want to check out. That all being said, I look forward to catching you next time. Keep drinking good craft beers, and cheers.